All right. So, if you guys were ever looking at my Instagram stories, I was on there basically trying to help out anybody that's a beginner in this industry. This is the video that I'm going to be answering them. I'm going to be going through all these questions as fast as I can, answering them in the best ability that I can. Let's get straight into it. One thing I want to make abundantly clear is it's not as easy as everybody makes it seem online. You're probably going to do this unpaid for a very long time. But what if it works? Me being here recording this YouTube video should kind of prove that you can do it too. So, yeah, let's get into the first question though. How do I sign my first client? Outreach, bro. Do cold DMs, do cold calling. You know, I suggest cold calling. Cold calling is probably one of the most important things that everybody has to go through in business, is putting in the reps, getting a very beginner understanding of sales. And if you don't, you're not gonna go that far, if I'm being honest. You're probably gonna give up. It's gonna give you a very beginner understanding of objections and how to handle them, or, you know, how to really think on your feet, which you kind of need to do in this, you know? So, you know, I would say cold calling is the best, and it's just gonna help you in the long run. Cold DMs are amazing as well. You know, I've gotten a lot of clients off of cold DMs if you do it properly. So that's kind of my answer to that question. How do I retain a client after a bad month? If a bad month happens, which it will in this, you should have already been prepared with it. You should have already set the expectations with your client. One thing I always hear about from my clients when I first meet them is their last marketing agency promised them the world and then under-delivered, and that's why they left. You need to be realistic with your clients in the very, very beginning. And honestly, that's kind of how you avoid that. If you set the right expectations, they know their responsibilities and they know yours as the marketing agency, then whether it's a bad month or not, they'll still trust you. That's the biggest thing in this, is trust. They don't trust you, bro, and why are they even your client? Well, what do I do for work? I do digital marketing. You know, a lot of people say they do freelance brandscaling and all this other crap. It has been and always will be marketing. Simple as that. In terms of the actual people I work with, though, they're in-person businesses and preferably contractors. I'm struggling with outreach. I haven't done outreach in a minute, so I don't really know what's working right now. You know, granted, I could cold call and probably set a few appointments, but in terms of like cold DMs, I don't really know what's working right now, so I can't necessarily answer that. But what I will say is, if you're doing cold DMs and you're trying to get a client over like Instagram DMs, make your account look professional. Like, don't be posting reels on your story. Like, that's just unprofessional. Make your bio look nice. If you need to create a separate account, create a separate account. Also, in your message, don't have it be some fucking long breakup paragraph that nobody likes. Keep it simple, direct, straight to the point. And remember, you're trying to sell them to get onto a call, not on the service. That's why the call is there for. You're trying to get them to hop on a call so you can sell them on there. But right now, all you need to worry about is selling that call, right? Next question being, can you teach me how to close on a sales call? Yeah, give me 50%. I got you. I'm kidding. I'll go back to the cold calling and all that kind of stuff. Cold calling will help you like very, you know, vaguely understand sales. So put in the reps on cold calling, and you're probably going to get people on a sales call and fail and fail and fail and fail and get no's, or oh, that's too much, it's overpriced. But then that one yes is going to change everything. So, you know, just put in the reps. There's people who, you know, coach you on sales. If you really need one, do it. But honestly, just go on YouTube. There's people who teach sales and the psychology behind it. So that's what I would suggest, at least. I'm struggling with client management. Okay. If you're ever at the point where you're having client management, unless it's completely you, which it probably will be, I kind of get it. But like, if you're still doing outreach, still doing all this, still doing all that, trying to get more people in the door when you can't even handle your current clients, then you have a serious problem and you need to fix it. You need to stop doing outreach. You need to focus on your clients and you need to make sure that they are 100% cool and their campaigns are performing, their websites are very, very nice, and that the client is just all around happy with the work that you put in for them. You could, at a certain point, if you have the capital or the budget, to get like a CSM, which is a client success manager, who can keep in contact with all of your clients for you, can make any small adjustments after the initial setup is done, but they're pretty penny, so I don't expect you guys to kind of have the budget for that yet. How much did it cost to start? Honestly, nothing. Like, my first client, I told him just to cover the subscription. And the subscription's for Go High Level, but it's a $300 subscription. And I had nothing. I only had my phone, I had my computer, and that's it. You don't need anything. You don't need ad spend. You don't need to hire cold callers. You don't need to do anything. If you do it all on your own and you get good at it, then you can just do everything on your own. There's some people walking by. Maybe I should have done this later at night. I don't know. But yeah, it didn't cost anything. I basically just sold my first client to cover the subscription, and it was just rinse and repeat from there. I delivered results, I got paid, and it's just, same cycle. Hey, just curious on how did you learn? And what were my sources? And what do I do? How did I learn? Honestly, I bought a course from Iman Gadzhi in the very beginning, and I thought I was the shit. I thought I was gonna make millions of dollars, and I found something super untapped that was so far from the truth, bro. In terms of actual learning, a lot of it was on my own. However, I'm still gonna bring up some people that were important on my come up. It was Armando, Gabriel, and Alex. All of them are agency owners, and they've taught me a lot. And without meeting them, I probably wouldn't have made it. And seeing their success, and like still being able to talk to them like on a damn near daily basis really changed my mindset on this. So surround yourself with good people and you'll do great. In terms of sources, YouTube is great. Being around people who are also trying to do what you do is great. And yeah, I mean those were my sources, and that's how I'm here today. Softwares I use: Go High Level, payment processors, fan basis. That's kind of all you really need to know. You can edit ads on Canva. You could do anything for a minimum budget if you're just starting. What did I succeed in is another question. It took me a minute to reach where I'm at, but I succeeded in marketing. I kept at it for a year and a half. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I did. I tried multiple times, and it finally clicked. And imagine going like a year and a half unpaid. That's the type of shit that you gotta go through, like, sometimes for this. And there's reasons why me as a person back then, I didn't have good discipline. But when I actually applied myself, it worked. So if you're gonna do this, apply yourself. Don't just sit around and like talk about manifestation, just do it, just do it. It took me like 3-4 months now since I've actually been locked in every single day. I don't have weekends. Like, I did work today, it's Saturday. I don't have weekends, but it's every single day. You got to do this shit. And it took me 3 or 4 months to hit 10K. You know, like, you can do it as long as you apply yourself. How do I reach different clients and actually expand as a business? This is a good question. There's different ways you can that I've already covered, but in terms of, if you're at that level of scale or you want to scale harder, honestly, it's running ads for yourself. If you do this, I bet you can put 2 and 2 together. You help businesses scale through ads. Your business can scale through ads. So running a good ad campaign, honestly, is how you're able to reach more, than just doing cold DMs or going through a lead list and cold calling. In terms of expanding on, the big level, more, if you want to talk about it more intricately, you could hire CSMs. They can do a lot of the work that you did on your own in the beginning. You can hire media buyers to run the ads for your clients and for yourself as the business. You can hire web designers, graphic designers. You can hire all of these people, but you need to have the money to do it, of course. But in terms of scaling, it's just hiring employees. Yeah. Make sure you hire genuine talent, though. Don't hire some random person. Have a good portfolio on them, or at least know them in some sort of way so you can trust them, And be picky. It's your business. Don't just settle, Where do I even start? YouTube. Honestly, watch videos, get educated, learn about marketing, learn about the different type of clients. There's e-com, there's online stores, and then there's lead gen or in-person businesses. Get a good understanding of it. Don't jump into the water without knowing how to swim. So, educate yourself, take the time. If you need to write notes, write some notes. But it's honestly YouTube and getting connected with people that either have the same mindset or are trying to do the same thing as you, or both. That's honestly where I started, is YouTube, being close with people who are also trying to do what I do. And it helps. It's motivational. For instance, I hopped on a call yesterday and I was with my friends, and then when I first joined, my friends were like, yo, how much you up today? And I was like 1,200 or 1,300. I think it was 12, 13. And they're like, hey, good shit. They tell me their wins. I'm not going to pocket watch them in this video, but they tell me their wins and how much they're up for today. And it makes you want to go harder, So be surrounded by good people. This isn't really a good question, but are the Lambos and Raris I post rentals? Yes, 100%. I don't got Lambo money. I don't got Rari money. I make more than, a normal person my age, but definitely don't got that kind of money, bro. But I mean, touching on that, looks can be deceiving, bro. You can see all this stuff online and really have no idea what actually happens behind the scenes. So don't really be concerned about this lifestyle stuff. That'll come later if you're trying to do this seriously. That'll come later. All the materialistic stuff will come later. All you gotta do right now is just grind. I know you probably know who brandscaling is, or TJR. It took them years to get to where they're at. Don't compare yourself to them. I have an issue of comparing myself to my close friends, but I try to dial it back, But, don't really tune into that stuff. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your attention. It just distracts you. And yeah, this is kind of that video of me just explaining what I do. I don't really know what else to say. I hope this was informational. I hope you guys got some value from this. I hope I wasn't yapping for too long. I like doing videos like this. Not gonna lie, this is my first time recording something like this, but I like it. So if this is something that you guys would want to see more often, then, you know, message me on Instagram. I'll post up another story and we'll go through more questions if we need to. But honestly, I think I don't know what I'll want to do for the next video. Maybe I'll teach you guys like how to set up some ads, or how to get into Go High Level and kind of learn your way around it. Go High Level is what I run everything off of for my clients. Costs around $300. If you actually are serious and you're watching this video and you want to start like now, I'll put an affiliate link down below in the description of this video. You'll be able to get, I forget the amount off, but you'll get a discount. Pays me, but like, dude, you get it for cheaper. Depending on your budget, $300 might be a lot to get started. But yeah, that's what I'll say. I'll see you in the next video, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. Till then, stay grinding, bro.